The little words that come out of little mouths. Hi, everybody. That's actually a big word. Hey, it's Selena Crockett, 100.7 LEV. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. You're how old is Liam now, Crockett?
He's going to be 3 in a month. He's got 1 month to go. So he's 2.
Got big words he's tackling. So you were playing, what's the word?
I had a basketball game last night. And if you think about it, it makes sense because I think he thinks like bounce.
Yes.
So he calls basketball bounce-sick-a-ball.
I think it should be called that. That's harder to say than basketball. The fact that he can master that, bounce-sick-a-ball.
And it's so sweet. And he just said last night I had an early game, and so I came home before he went to bed, and he was like, "Did you win your bounce-sick-a-ball game?"
Oh, bounce-sick-a-ball.
And I was like, "Yeah, buddy, for you."
For you.
Yeah, I dedicated it to you.
Bounce-sick-a-ball.
Bounce-sick-a-ball.
Trying to think the words my kids mispronouncing. We'd go to the beach, and I'd tell Cole when he was about Liam's age, say goodbye. We're leaving. And he turns around and he goes, am I allowed to curse here? I don't know. He's not saying beach. Think of another word that sounds like beach. He's saying, and he screams it, bye beach, but it's not, and there's people all around, so it looks like he's talking to people around him. Bye beach.
Your sister's like,
it's so cute. And he storms off. He's just so matter of fact. At 3, I said goodbye to the beach.
You sure did, pal.
What a beach.
And
what
the whole
beach
beach
it is.
knew it. Yeah. That's funny. Kids. RL, good morning. Mary, good morning. Keith, have a fantastic morning. Thank you. Dwan, good morning. Ricky, good morning. This day in history.
Good morning.
Kelly, good morning. Yeah, he was really cute when I got home from basketball until I told him he had to go to bed. So his big thing to do right now, which is very difficult, is he will say he has to go to the bathroom. And so I always try to encourage, well, is it tinkles or poopies? What are we doing here? And now he's wise to the fact that if he's got to go number 2, he can sit in there for a while. And as a parent, it's like, I want him to go in there, right? But he knows. Like, he could have gone this whole time. He wasn't going when Bluey was on,
Like an adult, yeah.
So that's his like stretch things out thing.
To stall. Yeah, the techniques. Your kids are very creative. The techniques that our kids come up with, anything to stall going to bed, all of a sudden my son's like, oh no, I have homework to do. Yeah, on the same computer I'm playing video games, of course. Like,
right.
What? But he did that last night. I'm like, dude, I need to go to bed, please.
Yeah.
Please. Like, that's his thing. And I want him to do his homework. He said he was doing extra work, is what he said.
Although knowing Cole, he probably would
probably
be doing
was.
extra work. No one's going to read War and Peace by themselves, Mommy. I got to get it done. You're like, what?
Meantime, Lila puts herself to bed. My 9-year-old, she's like, I'm done. She even has she got it from a sleepover party. All the girls got their sleep masks.
Love it.
She's like, I'm out. Boop.
I use
and has
mine.
a little name on it. Yep. Do you wear that, don't you? Don't
I wear ones that have Bluetooth speakers in them, yeah.
You have sound coming to your eyeballs? How does that work?
No, it's in my ears. It's like it's like a mask, but it's got speakers in the sides.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why? Because is your phone set up to it for the alarm?
No, I'll listen to something while I'm falling asleep. I can't, because what happens is I wake up and then my brain immediately starts at 1,000 miles an hour. So if I don't have anything distracting going on, I'll just sit there and think about, like, if a rocket were to leave my house right now and I was on the rocket and the rocket went to space, like, you
need it.
Yeah.
And you get used to it. So it's like your white noise machine. Ever since our kids were born, they go to sleep with their lullaby CD.
Yeah.
So Lila still uses it. Cole grew out of it, but Lila still uses this lullaby CD, which, by the way, it's probably getting harder and harder to find a CD player, I'm guessing, but hers still works. She has to go to bed with a lullaby CD. And all I keep thinking is, are you going to be, I don't know,
25.
50? Still with the lullaby.
Yeah.
Da, da, da,
Well,
da, da,
how I ended
da.
up down this path was I would always fall asleep with the TV on and not think anything of it, would just
The
set
same.
for it to go off when and Kate can't sleep with the TV on. So, I then transitioned to having, like when we first met, I kept a little tablet right on the nightstand that I would just put on with low volume and keep it right there and just have the noise till I fell asleep. And then she was like, "Hey, I heard about these headphones. Maybe you should check them out." And I was like, "Nah, maybe I will." But they're very comfortable. So they're great on a
Okay, well, that's
plane
good.
too. They're great on a
Yeah.
plane.
There are people that just need that. I once dated a guy who liked listening to Harry Potter's book on tape. That's,
I told you my
that
Harry Potter book on tape story before, right?
really? No, but very romantic when you're
Yeah.
going to
Oh
sleep
yeah, I'm
to
sure.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Great guy.
I was gonna.
Well read. Hey, by the way, are you well read if you're doing audio tapes, audiobooks? Are you well read? I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
It's funny because my wife will stand on a hill that says she read a book if she
Read a
listened
book.
to it. But
I listened to a book. Isn't it more I listened to a book?
no, if someone's talking about like, "Oh, I read that," she'll say like, "Oh, I
I
read that."
Yeah, but no, she listened to that,
If you wanna have that
right?
conversation with her,
No,
Selena,
I
I
don't.
can
I
give you
really
her
don't.
phone number and
If I had that conversation face to face, it's, "Yes, you read that book." I'm
yeah.
I'm just gonna let your wife have that.
I was
You read the
in
book.
6th grade, and I had to have told you this story before. Harry Potter had just come out, and we were listening to the books on tape, and one of my friends had my whatever it was, English reading, whatever class it was, as my teacher as his homeroom teacher, and I had him take one of the tapes. And if you know this, if you get like say you had like an Aerosmith cassette tape, if you tape over the boxes in the corners, like
Yeah,
you get a
you
piece of
can.
scotch tape, you can record over it.
Yes.
So it was
I
I think
know
it
where
was
this
like
is
chapter
going.
6 or 7, and at that
Huh.
point, Dre's Chronic 2001 was the huge album. So we're sitting there and I know what part's coming up. And this book is, as I'm sure you know, it's like some guy reading like this, and Harry Potter went off to Quidditch practice that day. And so he's in the middle of that, and it's Harry Potter went off to Quidditch. And all of a sudden, Dr. Dre comes in. If it was up to me, stop coming up to me with your hands out. Look. So my teacher had a long, because it was a desk and then like a bookshelf at the end of it. So she had a long way to go to get around and get to the front of the classroom, and she gets up and she slams her hands on her desk. So it was only about 15, 20 seconds. And then all of a sudden, she's like, "Yeah, Harry Potter's Quidditch practice was." And so I knew it was coming. So I was sitting there with my book. So everybody's going nuts. And I was just like, and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I
Well,
don't know what happened. That was my first production work." She's like, "I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened
you
here."
taped over it?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I know you feel so ahead of your times when you knew how to put scotch tape over those cassette
Sure.
tapes to record. I'm like, yeah, I know the secret. I know how
Sure.
to get around this.
Yeah. I don't need this George Michael cassette anymore. Let me record my songs off the radio.
There went Harry Potter. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine. It's
Are
going to
we
be
going right now?
beautiful. Yes. Yeah.
Are we
Apparently
saying the
we
same
are.
clock? Okay. All right.
We are.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.